everybody, to another episode of the Joce and Float podcast. I am your co-host, Dwayne Compton.
Hey, and it's your boy B-O-O-B-I-E.
And we are back at you with another episode and with another special guest. This week on the podcast, we got another Baton Rouge comic, a Baton Rouge native. He is a member of No Show Comedy. Make some noise for Mr. Jeremiah Turner.
Happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
We appreciate you for pulling up.
Sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, my man.
Now, like we start off every episode, what is the last song y'all listened to today?
Go Real by No Cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, I cannot remember the name of that thing.
Oh, man. It was Lady Day and John Coltrane by Gil Scott-Heron.
Man, okay. Ooh. Yeah. He's a classy fellow.
I mean, look at the glasses.
Yeah,
great guy. Rest in peace. Great guy.
R.I.P. Gil.
R.I.P.
That's a good dude.
Last song I listened to was What You Need by Don Toliver. At least the last song I can remember. I was watching his Rolling Loud performance.
Oh,
Don
how was that?
Yeah. It was good.
I know Kendrick out there in New Orleans tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go.
I don't have money like that.
Big Steppers
Ticket was
tour.
only $30.
$30?
They was way back then.
It was 30. In the parking lot, but it's $30.
I mean,
It's still a nosebleed.
They had like it was nosebleed for real. They had something that was like a little close for like 75.
I mean, well, I ain't gonna lie, for me though, that wouldn't really matter. I don't need to be that close to Kendrick.
I just need a hero.
Nah, see, I was like, I need to be kind of close. Like, I don't gotta be like in the mosh pit, but I ain't trying to sit in the nosebleeds.
You trying to see all the diamonds in the crown, the crown he got?
I want to enjoy the experience. Like when I went to see J. Cole, I wasn't that close, but
that's your favorite rapper though, so like.
Really? That's your guy?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good favorite rapper to be.
Yeah.
It's a good guy.
Kendrick my dude too, that's why. But,
Yeah.
And then the main thing with Kendrick, the reason why I wanted to go to his concert was just like, what if he never go on tour again?
He probably will.
Shit.
I mean, it'll be like 4 or 5 years from now.
He's gonna come back.
It'll be like 4 or 5 years from now.
I think we gotta understand that, like, what he said, this is his final album. I think this is his final album.
Well, it's TV,
top dog.
yeah, it's for TV.
But people are thinking he dying. He's not gonna.
I know he's gonna make some more music, but it's just like
he gonna make it on his terms. So he may pull Frank Ocean energy, where it's gonna be maybe 5-10 years.
Say, I might not even want to go to no concert no more.
Is it at the Smoothie King Center?
Yeah, yes it is.
It probably would have been nice.
Westside Boogie gonna be in New Orleans in September.
Right.
September 27th. Listen to Westside Boogie.
Nah, wait, is that Boogie with the hoodie?
No.
That's A Boogie.
It's A Boogie.
Yeah, he did. Westside Boogie did fuck a bitch off the strength that she thought he was A Boogie though.
Wait, is Westside Boogie the one who wrote? Did he write on Kendrick's recent album and they misspelled his name? Is it that guy?
I can see that. I know he signed with Shady.
There's so
Records.
many boogies.
Yeah, they are.
You'll
know his voice though. He got like a little raspy voice.
He's the one who made Nigga Needs.
Yes. That sounds like a Boogie song.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because there's so many boogies. I'm like, it's so many boogies. And I think I've heard some of his music, and I was like, oh, it's not bad.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. My girlfriend likes him.
He sounds like he could be Chance's cousin.
Yeah, shit, actually.
Yep. That's it.
He's like California Chance, but a little more grimy. You know what I'm saying? He's
actual
dope.
drug dealing.
Yeah, you
actual
know,
mob, actual crippin'. Y'all listen to Vince Staples?
Shit, that's my dude right there.
I was caught off guard when like he was a bona fide crip, like a legitimate
he's really out there.
An actual gang
on
member,
dead homies type shit. He don't play
insane.
around. They got him on that the cave shit with Kenny Beats. Mm-hmm. He was on that bitch stacking, and then his homegirl stacking too. She was like, "Hey, cut this shit out. I'm not stacking right." So they blurred her fingers out because she wasn't stacking right.
Yeah, I learned that because I was googling because I was listening to Senorita and I was googling like what the lyrics meant because like he has a part where he goes still banging too naughty too nasty. I was like, what does that mean? I was like, he's a crib.
Still banging. Shout out Vince Staples, Westside Boogie. Yeah, but Boogie gonna be at the House of Blues.
Okay.
Smaller venue, but shit still.
But
we probably
I do the House of Blues right now.
No problem. Yeah, for sure.
No, you got a show
Give it down.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yo, fall through, folks.
I mean, it'll be.
What's the name?
It'll
It's
Underground Pressure
That's
comedy
what it is.
show. It'll be long and gone by the time this is out.
That is true. If you missed it, too bad.
All right. In the news, first article I got. I don't know if you've seen it, but apparently there's a town in Japan that has a monkey problem.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I was hoping you saw that. Yes.
Monkey pox or just
No, it's worse than monkeypox.
It ain't even monkeypox. They wish they had monkeypox.
Monkeys in a Japanese town are going around snatching babies and elderly people.
Yes.
Stealing babies?
Stealing them.
And
They're
targeting elderly like that. Steal the baby, attack that old people.
They're sneaking in schools and nursery homes and stealing babies and kidnapping old people. They don't say the name of the town, but people in a southwestern Japanese city have come under attack from monkeys that are trying to snatch babies, biting and clawing at flesh, and sneaking into nursery schools. The attacks, which have totaled to 58 since July 8th.
Since July?
Yeah, July 8th. It's been 58 attacks.
Man, that's what, 2-3 weeks?
Shit, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yes.
They said it's getting so bad they hired a special unit to hunt the animals with tranquilizer guns.
I'm with the monkey unit.
And the monkeys aren't interested in food because the food traps aren't working.
Yep. I saw that.
That's
So
crazy.
they don't want food, they want blood.
And I don't know
Yeah,
if this
I
picture's
get
from
That's
the
what
people.
I saw that. And I was like, bro, ain't no way the monkey's snatching up no old people.
Shit, you see how big this monkey look? This monkey look pretty big. It's like an orangutan.
Must be nah, that ain't nah.
And come on now, monkey strength versus old people strength. You think they win in that fight?
It's gotta be a gang of them niggas like.
It's only got to be two.
Like Vince Staples talking about snarling too nasty. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
only got to be two of them. One each grab each arm. You know, and they drag your ass off.
Come here.
I wonder what they do to you after they kidnap you.
They gonna bite you.
But that's it. They bite you and let you go, or like they eat you.
They ain't gonna try. I don't know.
They had one. A couple. Well, like a family. It was like 4 of them. They was on the roof, and some monkeys got up there and grabbed it. I don't know if it's true. When I read, it was 4 of them. It was a family on the roof. They was working, and then they had a baby on the roof. And one of the monkeys got on the roof, grabbed the baby, and threw the baby off the roof.
Threw the baby off the roof.
Threw the baby off the roof.
Lord have mercy. It's like juice. God damn.
So yeah, I
insane.
should have saved that one. I saw that one before I saw this one.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious. I mean, it's not hilarious. That's funny as fuck.
Baby, I threw it off the roof. That's hilarious.
Where the baby go?
I meant the monkeys attacking babies and old people. I ain't gonna lie, a monkey attacked my baby. It's over with. We had a monkey for dinner.
It's hilarious. You gonna laugh?
No.
That's hilarious.
Nah, I'm gonna murder that monkey.
That's funny. The tables do turn.
Legit.
I'm not vegan. I am not
Yeah,
against it.
monkey bread.
Monkey gumbo.
Yes, sir. Oh, damn.
Just cry the whole time.
What's your secret? Hatred. Vengeance. That's hatred.
That's the secret ingredient. That makes it all come
Vengeance.
together. Oh my god.
Make it taste sweeter.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Real good.
And then, in other news, there was a massive brawl that broke out between 2 families at Disney World.
Of course there was. Were they black?
They were.
Oh wait, was that the one?
That's supposed to be the happiest place in the world. What are we fighting for?
Was that the one where they had the matching shirts too?
Yeah, the gang shirts.
Can't take it.
Oh, so one group had on
Like, you know how you
matching
go out
shirts,
there
and then
like,
the other group had
oh.
on matching shirts.
Yeah.
Too? Oh wow.
So
Two
they
hands
had-
in Disney World, shit
Yes.
like that. Like, yeah.
So this is like my family, your family.
Yeah.
Where we was like, all right, what the fuck is up?
Yeah, fuck you talking about,
Yeah.
bitch?
Yeah, okay.
We can get it right now.
I don't give a shit.
Fuck these kids.
Oh my gosh! I don't even know what the context was, but I just remember seeing the video. And
Yeah, I wish I still had it.
And
A lot of people.
it was
like
one of those
20
where-
people.
yes,
Like per group or 20 people total?
Maybe, but like from what it looked like, it was at least a group of 20 people fighting.
in a range of ages too.
Oh, wow.
One dude, they held him back. He's like, "I'm good," and then he ran and like snuck like the dude from the opposite family, and they just start fighting together. And then you see all like these Disney employees just like trying to like fit, because like they're not trained for fights. They're not trained for hood rat fights.
Yeah,
of no holds barred.
It's a small world.
What they doing?
Small world, but you still get fucked up.
No,
apparently, it's not too small.
It ain't too small. Hands will be thrown.
I tell you one thing, it's too small for me and you. So,
according to reports, a massive brawl took place at Disney World theme park in Orlando, Florida, after two families got into an argument while waiting in line. Then landed at least one man in the hospital.
Oh, shit.
It's been reported it all started with one person leaving the line to get her phone she left behind. When she tried to rejoin her group, another family, all dressed identically in red shorts and white t-shirts, tried to block her from regaining her spot, which led to a massive brawl.
Oh, Lord.
So
you ain't about to cut? Say, bitch, I was already in line.
I mean,
we gonna see Soren first.
If you've been in these lines at Disney World and Astro World and Six Flags, you know.
Them lines
3 hour lines.
long as hell.
If a bitch lead a line, I don't give a damn what she's going
at
to
the
be.
same time, though, I got somebody holding my place.
Yeah.
That ain't my
That is
problem.
line etiquette.
That's my favorite.
No,
I have a
line
place
etiquette is you get in this goddamn line and you gonna move.
Now, for me, if somebody cut and like, no, that's my family, that's no issue. That's no issue.
I mean,
if it's one person, that's no issue, bro.
I came to Disney World be on that hood rat shit.
It's not one person not gonna change it where it's like, ride's closed. She's the last one.
Yeah, that's it after her.
We're done today, y'all.
But even if that was,
I'm about to cut
like, even if that is the case, like, what your dad gonna be able to only? It's like, listen, they only got one spot left. Your daddy wanted to ride this ride, so he gonna go. We just gonna wait at the car.
Maybe I don't know.
That shit fucked.
Bro, they
fighting over lines.
they're banned.
They can't even go back to Disney.
They're banned. Like it's not. It's like
That's
don't
okay.
worry. It's because there's a kid there. Obviously, had a kid. It's like, mommy, it's gonna be okay. Don't cry. We can go back next year. It's like they got you.
Unfortunately,
They got your picture.
You can never go to Disneyland ever again. As long as you live.
Mickey Mouse. He's like, I know your face.
Yeah.
They probably have technology where they can like, all right, we're gonna age you up. And it's like,
We know what you're gonna look like in 20 years.
Report and shit.
man, bro.
Did you get in a fight over here when you were 4 years old? That is you. Nah, I can't get in.
That can't be me.
School gonna be hard for him now because he's gonna get bullied.
Yeah.
Because like even if
He
he
can't go to Disney World.
if he go try to roast people, it's like, didn't your parents get banned from Disney?
For whipping someone's ass, though.
Are they gonna get banned from even the associates too? So nigga can't go. Well, Epcot is in there.
Yeah, I was saying that's in Disney World.
So
Probably
like,
can't go to Disneyland.
Yeah,
That's
so,
like-
you banned from Disney World and Disneyland. That was more of my question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, going to Epcot, that'd be like getting banned from the mall, but you trying to go to Foot Locker.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Say, nah, nigga, it don't work like that.
Nah, I'm cool, man.
You know they got a Foot Locker out here that's not in a mall. I
Like
didn't know
a
that type of shit existed.
Where?
I mean, I know
It's
that.
on, airline.
I knew that existed. I didn't know that was out here. New Orleans has one.
Really?
Right across the street from Ugly Dog. There's a Foot Locker.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I think it's a Foot Locker. It's a shoe store. I want to say it's a Foot Locker, though.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
You know that Albertson's own airline? You probably know. You know? Oh, yeah. It's behind that.
Okay.
Oh. I was like, man, I didn't even know this type of shit happened. I thought Foot Locker was exclusively in the mall.
They let this happen?
I
Yeah.
didn't even know that. I thought that was just
See,
Payless that was outside the mall.
I've never seen a pay. Oh, I have.
Rest in
I
peace.
have.
I don't even think they have
I have.
Payless anymore. I think they closed down the last 1 year. I'm
Nah,
not sure.
I think it's shoe department now. They run the game when it comes to that type of shit.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Shoe department, Encore. And
And then in other news, a Connecticut man was arrested after he drew a gun on two women for not thanking him for holding a door open for him.
I see what you're about to do there, though. You combine them. Connecticut.
Yeah.
He's a Connecticut man. He's Connecticut.
I was trying to assert and say it so I can say that I am 100% behind this man, and I hope he gets relinquished of all charges.
What did he do again? I kind of
He pulled a gun out on two women because they didn't say thank you after he held the door for them.
What?
Big pet peeve. I hate that shit.
I don't don't care.
Say
bro.
fucking
You're
thank
not
you.
supposed to do it for a thank you. You're supposed to do it because it's the right thing.
I do, but if you don't say thank you, it's gonna ruin it.
Gonna ruin it a little.
Yeah.
Too excited. It's like how'd you?
He wants an award for doing the right
I
thing.
don't want an award, but like, damn, like,
Nah,
bitch, I didn't have to do this.
I do feel you though. That
You
shit
expect
is-
that's what I was
fucking
like.
just
How
do
did you meet mom? It's like, well, I held the door open.
Nah.
And that bitch didn't
I'm not
say
saying
thank
you gotta-
I snatched her by her ponytail.
I'm not saying you gotta hug me or give me $2 or nothing. Just like a look, you can just do a head nod, just acknowledge that I'm there.
Okay.
Don't just act like this fucking door just swung open for you, bitch. Like,
This ain't no automatic door.
yeah,
fair.
hold on.
Oh, you bitches gonna go back out.
We're gonna try this again.
And that's so wild. Your boss ain't gonna believe you. That's why you late for work. Like, why you like? I didn't say thank you. He pulled a gun on us. It's like, just say you woke up late.
Like, come on, dude. Like, that's not even necessary.
I'll tell you one thing, it's not an excuse tardy, I know that much.
Yeah.
Even if it is true, you should have said thank you.
You getting it.
Double
You're
points.
getting written up.
Double points, bitch.
Definitely getting written up.
Not only were you late, you were a bitch to some random stranger.
Can't tolerate that type of
You
thing.
representing our company.
You know what, Michelle, actually, I'm just get you to go ahead and
I was
clock out.
holding the door open for like his family, and then like the mom was like talking to her little son. It's like, boy, if you don't hold that door open, and we swap places.
Say thank you. she's raising you well.
Alright, brother.
But no, bro, getting stuck holding the door, that is a fucking thing. That's happened
I've
to
done
me a
that
lot of
before.
times.
That's
I'll be
tough.
holding the door and then it'll be like a wave. People are like, oh,
See,
I wasn't trying to.
I can understand pulling out a gun to be like, stop.
That's
Y'all
enough.
are done. That's enough. You grab the door. I can understand that.
I've been here for 2 minutes.
I pull out a gun because then people just start filing through. It's like, all right, somebody has to relieve me.
When you got that many people going in not saying thank you, that's when it becomes a problem. I'm about to put cases on all
What I do is I address it right at the start before it even becomes a big
Ah.
problem.
What you supposed to say?
Yeah. Hold on.
Thank you. Cool. What? Thank you. All right.
I do that
Oh, thank you. Nigga.
to this day, nigga. If I hold the door for anybody that sees me and you don't say anything, just know when you got past me, I called you a bitch or something. I said something about you.
I personally do not care.
Under breath whispers.
I
I don't care, but I do notice if you don't say things like, wasn't raised right. Cool.
Yeah.
Going about my day.
See, you talk about their parents and the quality of how they were raised.
Probably.
I just call them names.
He's out here, it's like, you hold the door, but they'll say thanks. So that's what happens when you don't grow up.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't grow up with a father, right?
This is a father's child right there. It's more of a like
Someone wasn't loved enough.
it's more of like a and then I just keep on
Other people's children. I know that face. I know that.
No, not
That
like
judgmental
that.
shit. I get
Not
you.
like that, just like damn. Could have said thank you, but it's like I'd have said thank you, that's what I'd be like.
I'm sorry for your mother.
I mean, I don't care.
Just get out.
Say, nah, it's too late. You knew what you was doing when you said that to him.
I'm gonna start saying that when people don't say that. I feel sorry for you, mother. Oh, I feel sorry for
Hey,
you,
do
mother.
not say that out here. Go somewhere else and say that. You say that in Baton Rouge.
Hey, what you say?
Yeah. Say, what you, my mama what? What about my mama?
No.
I don't want no trouble. Just go through the door and go.
See, they start fighting.
Worse, and start shooting.
I thought that's how the fight at Disney would have happened. Is they hold the door open for the whole family.
I would understand it.
It's like, y'all ain't gonna say thank you.
Oh no! Hey,
Come here. They ain't say thank you. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna say thank you? It's like, why would you just say thank you?
You call my people over here.
I ain't gonna believe this, man. These niggas ain't tell me thank you.
I don't know
What y'all want to do?
Get out of here, man.
That's not how we
Everybody
get down.
put it. Everybody put it in.
Yeah.
Let's go whoop some ass.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all see the video? This is like a week ago, I think. The video on Twitter when everybody was getting their kids and they were sitting down there. It's like, come on, put your shoes on. We gotta go fight.
Yeah, they had some kids that was ready.
ready.
My sister did that to my niece. She said she was like, She went put her shoes on. She was like, when we going? And then my sister was like, nah, we good. And then like 10 minutes later, she came in. She was like, when we going to fight? It's like, oh, man.
A week later, we still going to fight? What's up? They had one, the little boy started crying. He was like, we're not going to Target? Like, we're supposed to go to Target.
You saw the little dude, I guess he was at his computer, but he stood up, he was like, Mom, I'm gonna lose. We should not do this, okay? I'm gonna get beat up. I can't fight. I said, damn, I felt bad for him. I was like, damn, he must have got his ass whooped. Like, there was a couple of kids who was like, oh, they get beat up. It's like, ooh, that sucks.
They had one the little white boy. He was playing a PS5, and his daddy walked in. He's like, "Come on, man, we gotta go fight." He's like, "I gotta go fight this dad. You gotta fight his son." He was like, "No,
yeah, there you go.
No,
So you got yourself into this mess. Hope they jump your ass."
And then they had one. The last one I'm gonna bring up. I can bring up a couple of them. They had another one. It was a little black boy. And his mama went up to him. She's like, "Come on, we gotta go fight." That little nigga got so excited. Like, he was like, "Yes!" And he was putting his shoes on. He was smiling and shit. She's like, "You gonna fight?" He's like, "Yes." "You gonna win?" "Yes." She's like, "You scared?" "No."
One lady, she had like 3 kids. They was all ready to go fight.
See, that's different.
That's insane.
3? Hell yeah! Come on, we gonna jump.
The girl was like, "Who we going to fight, Mom?"
Oh yeah, I seen
and
that.
The little boy was like, "Shit, they know what's up with me." I was like, "Oh, them some gangsters."
You seen the one with the little girl? She brought a toy gun with her.
Nah, she foolish.
She about to go kill everybody.
I'm about to shoot up the block.
Fight? Oh no, Mama, we don't fight around here.
We gonna air this bitch out.
It's more of, I see. I'm in 2 camps where it's like, if my mom comes to say we about to fight, my inclination is we. There's no we. But if then she adds, your brother's getting jumped and we gotta fight, then I'm already gone. When she said your brother, I'm already there.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different.
So what I got out of this was you love your brother more than your mom.
That's what I heard too.
No, I mean, I love my mom, but like it.
If your brother was getting jumped, are you going?
If she's getting jumped, I'm going.
Okay, so but one-on-one fight.
But no, I'm saying she's going to fight. It's like, no. If we ain't going. If it's already happening, then I'm here. Let's go.
We're gonna go talk about this.
Yeah. But no, if we gotta go,
fight. Mom, grow up. Who wants to go fight?
Go and fight. No, we are already
Sit
fighting.
your ass down. We ain't going there.
You got fight money?
Oh my God! Yeah, bring that shit back around. So you remember when you said I ain't had no McDonald's money? You ain't got no fight money. You gotta pay me to fight.
Now to think about it, imagine now if somebody drives to come fight you, they fight 10 times harder because the price of gas. They can't lose.
I gotta get my 5 gallons worth of how much gas I always get over there,
and I gotta drive back still. Oh, you imagine getting your ass whooped and then you driving back and you run out of gas. Now you gotta pay for. Woo, you got whooped twice.
And then the card don't work at the pump, so you got to go inside the cashier. Like, what happened to you?
Oh damn!
Hey, long truck, come here, boy. Damn, what happened to you?
This nigga face black and blue like bro.
Boy, got 3 black eyes.
Man,
My gosh.
What's the third one?
You got 2.
He got a titty on his forehead. That's what the third one is.
That is the Prince third eye.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Black all that shit.
That's insane.
All right. That's all I got for the news. Now, we have a special guest.
Right.
So everybody knows what we like to do when we get special guests by now.
Bombard them with questions.
Yes, sir. That's what we like to do. We like to ask them questions. Not a lot of questions, but it's multi-part questions, so it feels like a lot. Very simple.
Okay.
Very simple. You don't look like you've been interrogated by the police before, but
I've been a couple times.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Not interrogate, but they'll be asking questions like, "Where you
Like,
going?"
how are you doing?
Yeah, how are you? Like they'll pull you over. It's like, "What are you doing? What's going on, man? Where you?"
No, I was minding my business.
They're big. I don't know if y'all get it in Lake Charles, but their big thing in Baton Rouge is they'll go, "Where are you headed to, buddy?" Which is like, "Where you speeding to, buddy?" It's like,
What's the rush?
"What's the rush?"
Just trying to get to my
Trying to
destination.
get home.
I was hoping not to get seen by one of you.
I had a lot of drugs at home.
See, I always bring it back to my parents, so I seem like a family man. It's like, oh, I'm going to see my mom. Or, I'm going to see
you
my
ain't. No, you ain't. Go ahead and step out the car for me, sir.
Oh, man.
Well, that's too bad.
Well,
it's like you gonna be calling them today. You're gonna be seeing them.
Say no.
That's your phone call.
All right, now first question, very simple question. Where you from?
From Baton Rouge.
From Baton Rouge.
From Baton Rouge.
How old are you?
I am 25.
25. What school did you go to?
I went.
This is an interrogation right now.
Yeah, shit.
I mean, he answered them quick, so I got to fire him all quick till I stumble.
Baton Rouge, 25. Homeschool. Then I went to Parkview Elementary. Then I went to Westdale Academic Heights. Well, it was not Academic
I
Heights.
just mean high school.
Oh, high school. You're talking about high school. I went to McKinley High School.
McKinley.
Yeah.
That Westdale place, that's when we stayed in, me and Mia stayed in,
You stayed in Clay Cut?
is that not Westdale I'm thinking of? What's the name
So
of it?
that-
It's on College.
Yeah, I was right
Fairway
now.
View. That's not Westdale. What is that? That's academic high school. No, it's not.
Fair. I don't know, bro. That may be new.
Yeah, it's on
Maybe one of
College.
those charter schools. Yeah, I don't know.
My bad.
I don't know.
What part of Baton Rouge you from?
So I'm from towards North Baton Rouge. So like I'm from this. It's like this neighborhood called Park Forest. It's like maybe 10 minutes from Lynburn, and like Lynburn is like pure North Baton Rouge. But yeah, just around that area. It's like a old people retirement, but like a black neighborhood too. So like it was like quiet, but you smell weed and Black and Milds all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the whole part right there.
But
That's usually how it goes.
yeah, it's nice. I mean, there weren't a lot of gunshots. They wouldn't really pop up fireworks because that was illegal.
He doesn't stop them.
Yeah, I mean, usually
There
it's,
weren't a lot of gunshots.
There weren't a lot.
That.
I mean, there weren't. I mean, where my great grandma used to stay, there used to be a good bit of gunshots. Like when the flood happened, I think like 15 and 16. And like 16, we went to like my great grandma's house because she passed, and like it's just like a house that's just sticking around. So
Gotcha.
like, while we were getting our house fixed, we stayed there, and it's a plethora of gunshots. We got in a situation. We were playing GTA, and then we heard pop, 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 and we were like,
That shit really.
It's got sound bars. Man.
we all looked. It's like they don't know what we got, so it's no issue.
They won't come in here.
No, my mom taught me always wherever you buy something new, fold that box.
Yeah.
7 ways, put it in the recycling bin, because if they know what you got, then they're going to break in.
Yep.
If they don't know what you got,
Especially around Christmas time.
Yes,
That was
sir.
something they did on
Cut that
news one
box.
time. Like Charlie, it was like, when you're throwing your box.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't watch.
because now I see you got a
Mama.
50-inch TV. That's my 50. And
I got a 50-inch.
I grew up with paranoid parents. Of like, you got a 50-inch TV, and I saw on Facebook y'all on vacation.
That's
break into your
That's
house.
how it is, though.
Nothing. You ain't got no house sitter. That's crazy.
Which I mean, who does? It's usually like the neighbor, like, hey, watch my house.
Oh, all right.
That's
Rich,
gonna
rich,
take your 50 inch right there.
House still there.
Hey, they gone.
That, I mean, I got into a situation like that where when we were getting the house fixed, the contractors, one of the people with the contractors stole our washer and dryer.
God, wow.
Yes.
Not some subtle shit.
No.
Yeah, the whole
They tried to steal the fridge, but it didn't, like, they couldn't get it, but they stole the washer and the dryer.
God,
What an
damn.
asshole.
It was wild. It was tough.
How do you steal? That's bold.
I was about to
That is
say,
very bold.
Hey, bro.
It's easy to steal it.
Crack is a hell of a drug, bro.
Oh.
You need it, you need it.
That was his problem. Oh, okay. Got you.
Different type of cat right here.
Yeah, I thought he was just like, shit, I'm gonna wash it. Say, no, he's going to sell that.
No.
Yeah, he's going to pawn.
Sell that.
Not for a lot, neither.
Contractors don't hire Well,
least
I'm a
maybe
child to
300.
watch them, I guess.
Yeah, crackheads.
Pay them in crack.
Crackheads are strong. You don't need a lot of equipment.
Yeah, that's true. But pay them in crack. Don't give them money.
No.
I mean, if you pay them in crack, then they're not going to show up the next day.
No, they gonna show up the next day.
High on crack, which ain't worth working.
They go.
I don't know. No.
Don't come to work high. And I'll get you high when you're done at work.
You're going to jail.
I'm running a business. I got a license and everything. Look what they did to my business.
So yeah, hire Jayla. I mean, when he finish your house, it's gonna smell like crack, but
It's gonna look nice.
it's like crack smoke. But it's gonna get done. It's gonna get done.
You might not need to bring babies around.
You may find a pipe in one of the bathrooms. But
Clean the house, head to toe, and then after that, move in.
just knock on the door. It's like, what you? I thought y'all don't have. Yeah, we just came to get our tools back.
We left some stuff.
We just left some tools. So
Is this your tool? That is the one.
Oh yeah, that's
the most important tool right there.
Yeah, we use that to build it's
Smoke crack. You used to smoke crack. I ain't got no shame in my game. Some of them be like, yeah, shit.
The job is done, so I mean, we smoke crack.
I came in here, I fixed shit with you.
The house nice, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little buzz. Talk fast as a motherfucker. Slow down. I had an uncle that was
crack. What you mean? Be cool. You brought it up. Be cool.
I was just saying.
Bro's a crackhead. You can
You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
I only seen him high one time. Just putting that out there. I don't know how many times he was high, but there was only one time that I remember where I was like, oh yeah, he was probably high. Well, my mom also told me too.
You said he was addicted, so he's probably high a lot.
Well, I think he was more so addicted before I came around. Like when he was in his younger days, he was on that shit. Like the older he got, he was like, yeah, let's smoke crack here a little bit.
I don't do that every day.
celebrate. Y'all want to
Had a
celebrate
good day.
Say, come on in here, man. Let me fix you something. Eat nigga. I always want to fix you something. You say, shit, cool.
Y'all want some crack? Y'all want some?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Never want a crack sandwich, huh?
You sure? You sure?
Yeah.
No?
You like that gumbo? Well, I'll tell you what goes good with that gumbo.
A little crack.
Come outside, get a little hit of it. You got a hit of this crack.
Yes, sir.
This gumbo, is my mouth numb because it's spicy? No, it's my secret ingredient. What's that?
Rocks, man. Rock.
Oh, like rock salt?
Nah.
You can say that, man.
Yeah, a little bit, kind of.
But not really. Yeah, we jangling, baby. Keep going with the questions, man. We talking about crack, man.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do crack. Crack is whack, kids.
Don't smoke crack. It is.
Unless you really want to, then hey, I can't stop.
One time.
Try to make sure you don't really like it.
Hey, don't smoke crack unless it's the green kind. Then I don't want.
Hey,
I ain't doing
hey, shout
Hey,
out.
that's my man.
Shout out.
Unless it's the green kind.
Try it once. See if you like it. I admire people that know what they like in life and go for it.
Say, unless it's the green kind. Yeah, I don't mind.
They didn't tell you about the green kind. Have me rolling.
Oh my god.
You go to LSU, right?
I used to.
Dropped out?
I graduated. They give a degree to anybody. You dropped out.
You drop out.
This is so apathetic.
So people don't drop out of school.
Yeah.
I dropped out.
He doesn't look like a dropout though. No offense.
What's that supposed to mean? No offense to him. What about me?
I dropped out too. Nigga. I dropped out of LSU. So
Hey, my brother dropped out. He's a he the police now. So
It's not a compliment.
it's no issue.
yeah, I
Not a
was saying he should
compliment.
stay to school.
Hey,
I mean, congratulations. I hope he does well with that. I hope he loves his job.
Dropouts. Hey, honestly, dropouts make more money than I do.
Yeah. Depending
There's
on what you do
of,
too.
There's a lot of dropouts that make more money than I do.
What was your degree field?
So I think that is also the
Study,
issue.
whatever.
My degree is in theater, so that's why a lot of reasons why people make more than I do. So like my degree is in theater, especially it's like the specification is like sound design. So like I work as a freelance sound designer, mainly in theater, but like also in like radio, like a little bit of film and TV. So like I went to LSU, and then I graduated in 2019, and then my mentor, she left to move to Atlanta to be with her husband and for work. And so I came back as like a teacher's assistant because the faculty member they had just like working there, she was working remote in Virginia. And so I was there. Yeah. She's not going to come
not
back.
Even close.
Yeah, colleges in Virginia.
She was working. She was working double time. She was working at VCU and at LSU. I respect her hustle.
She must have been cool with Will Wade.
What'd you say?
So she must have been cool with Will Wade.
Yeah, who wasn't cool with Will Wade?
She was at VCU and at LSU.
Oh yeah, good point. I didn't catch that. I went straight to the cheating jokes. That's why I was like, who isn't cool with Will Wade?
No, but yeah, because like obviously you ain't going, because we were hired semester by semester because they're like, all right, y'all here for 2 semesters, we gonna find somebody, and then y'all good to go. And then 2 years later, they ain't find nobody yet. And so it would been tough for her to just come to Baton Rouge and like stay in Baton Rouge. We're on semester contract. So she was working remote. She came in the one semester, and then COVID hit. And then when COVID hit, we were working remote, and then that kind of pushed back them finding a replacement. They finally found a replacement, so now I don't work there anymore. So my last semester was like this spring.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy for them because like the students have like structure now versus like us, it's semester by semester, so it's hard.
Oh, gotcha.
Like when you're working semester, it's hard to plant roots and like have students of like I want to do this and like help them through that because like you don't know if you're gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I might be gone.
Next month, and I'm not even gonna be here tomorrow.
No, yeah.
We're gonna work on this for years. Yeah. Build on this, and I'm gone.
So yesterday was my last day. Actually, so.
Which is what I would be saying if I was living right now.
Listen, man, it's like I'm be here forever. It's like, listen, I'm gonna go out of town, and I may not be back. I gotta go get some. Listen, I gotta get some milk. They finna fire me. I'm sorry.
It's all up in the air right now.
So many things.
I know you told me that your daddy wasn't there, and I said I was gonna be like your daddy, but my contract was terminated. I don't know. You got to bring. That's what the
started looking at your daddy in a different light now.
Yep, I'm feeling where he was coming from. I understand.
Maybe he had stuff he couldn't control.
Happened to my dad.
Semester contract.
Happened to my dad. He was serving in the military when George Bush was like Desert Storm, let's go, and most of his people from Baton Rouge got deployed, and then he got deployed. And he was gone for a little minute because they're like, "We need that oil. Y'all need to come. Y'all need to bring peace in the Middle East."
Right.
Never happened. He missed a couple birthdays because he was, serving. Because George Bush was like, 9/11. I know where they got the weapons. Didn't happen. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, my mom was cool. I mean, she did her best. she did her best. Like I look back on it and realize like we were a handful for her because like I'm the youngest of like 4, so like it was a handful because she by herself. She got nobody because her husband away, her husband serving, and like she's trying to provide for us, also take care of us, like trying to find money. Like we were poor, we was broke. I didn't realize it until now. I was like, oh yeah, we were poor.
That's how you know she did a good job then.
I just thought, because she painted things as fun. Like, I remember we one time, we ate MREs, and I didn't realize we ate MREs because we was broke. I thought it was like a one night thing of like, oh, it's because it's fun.
It's MRE night. MRE Monday.
Man, I didn't realize because I didn't realize I was older that like cereal came in a box. Mm-hmm. I was like eating cereal from a bag for a long time. I was like, okay.
Motherfucking Tasty-O's.
Yeah.
No, it's like, so yeah, Fruit Loops. Y'all mean Tutti Fruities?
Yeah. What's a Fruit Loop?
What's a Fruit Loop?
Colossal.
Fruity Pebbles? What? What's that is?
Dino Bites? Is that what
That's what it is. Taco Dino Bites, man. Oh my gosh.
I'm in that too.
Yeah, you know. Hey, if it was bad, it was good.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I eat that now.
You don't know no better. You really
Honestly, the bag is a lot more favorable because it's family size. It's a lot bigger.
Yeah. I think the only thing, like, most of those cereals don't have marshmallows, I think. Like, that's the only difference.
No, they got
They got the marshmallow Mateys.
Lucky Charms.
Them hoes is good.
Them hoes is good. You got the marshmallow
Man, what I used to do is I would eat the anchors. So all I got is some marshmallows. I eat the marshmallows and then drink the milk. That was a good day for me.
I'm assuming it's like Lucky Charms milk, since that's what y'all
basically
equated it to.
Basically.
Is that a word?
Yeah, equate. Yeah, it's a word. It's a word.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
It was just saying some shit like, oh, I'm making sure.
A long-winded way of saying, yes, I did go to school.
Basically. Okay. How long have you been doing comedy?
About 4 years.
4 years.
I mean, 4 years is weird because, like, does the pandemic count? Like,
Yeah.
Of course.
I was doing Zoom mics.
Zoom mics.
Never heard of that before? Never heard anybody mention that?
So, like,
Really?
you use Zoom?
Yeah.
So, like, take that and, like, everybody doing open mic for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
That for Zoom.
So, but it would just be a room full of comedians watching each other. It wouldn't be like.
I mean, some random people in there. A random crowd.
Yeah,
I'm saying like people like, oh, there's a Zoom. Oh, let me go check out the guys.
What's going on here?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of people just like trying material and like, I mean, it was cool because like
more like a workshop.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know
That's
if
dope, though.
she still does, but a lot of used to host a Zoom mic.
Yeah, I've done that one a couple of times.
See?
Yeah, it's cool. It's weird. It's a small world. Like through that mic, I met a girl who is in the same comedy circle as a lady, Julie Dudley, who she went to LSU. We kind of went at the same time, but we weren't in the same circles. Mm-hmm. And then she started doing comedy in New York. And she's supposed to actually be at the Baton Rouge Improv Fest, but like things fell through. Mm-hmm. But like through that Zoom mic, I met her. Like she's cool. She runs some dope shows in New York. She's in like that. What do they call it? It's like not that off market, but like it's like
the underground.
Yeah, like kind of like the underground, that alt comedy scene. But she's cool.
So shout out to everybody doing Zoom mics. I've never done one.
Zoom mic.
Yes. Yeah. So I've been 4 years.
What made you get into it? What made you want to start?
I don't even know. Like, the money.
Really?
No.
I bet you're disappointed.
No, I in high school, it was like tough for me to like make friends just because like I was awkward and like.
And you jumped into comedy.
Well, no, I didn't. So I didn't start doing stand up in high school. Like I would crack jokes. I was like a big pun guy.
That was your icebreaker.
Yes, I was a big pun guy. I'd be throwing puns left and right. And that was me.
The dad joke.
That was me, and that's how like I connected with people.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was going to school for acting, and then I was like, I also want to like try stand-up comedy and see how that goes. Like my first mic was it was outside for an open mic. It was like a general open mic, not like a comedy open mic. It was an open mic for like a Methodist church at LSU's campus.
Okay.
No cussing, I assume.
Yes. The video is somewhere. I think I have it, or it's on social media. It went awful. Because I was just out there doing puns, and they weren't feeling it. They were like, "This is all right."
What is
this? This is an open mic.
Okay. Oh, this is an open mic.
Okay.
Gotcha.
They just let anybody up here.
Praise the Lord.
Because like most comics, how they start is like, yeah, I went to my first mic, I killed it, and it's like next mic, not too good, and I just kept going. It's like my first mic, I bombed. and it went uphill from there of like bombing and like working and like learning the ropes and like I'm still learning. Like it's still an everyday struggle of like what works, what doesn't work, like building like material. Oh man, like
it's a grind.
It's a daily grind.
It's the grind, the hustle.
It's the beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
No, there's no beauty in the grind. Huh?
I mean,
beauty in the struggle. Say, I want to be on top.
No, I mean, you gotta struggle.
You see the beauty afterwards.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, you see the beauty.
Like all the people who are selling out stadiums or like on tour, like famous people. I mean, it's a couple of things like, hey,
they still doing it.
Hey, yeah. I mean, you keep working. Like that, the grind never ends.
Right.
It's just it evolves. Yeah. Like open mics, when you're like a touring comic, like you don't really gotta hit mics. It's more of like you could just go to clubs, do a spot,
turn a show into the open mic,
and just work. But I mean, it's crazy because I saw a video. It was Mark Norman, and he was doing a show in the rain in a parking lot, and it's like. Guys like working, but he's an up there guy. Like he's a popular guy.
Really talk about
they'll talk about his show.
Yeah, that's where this shirt comes from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
they'll talk about something like that. You'll do a show in a theater, sell that bitch out, and then the next day you get like some dive bar. There's like 20 people there, maybe if you're lucky, if you're famous enough.
I
never know. Highs and lows.
Yeah.
It's not like the NBA or nothing like that where you just live in. Oh, every show now is packed in arenas. Nah,
it is a
wherever you want to go.
Humbling experience. I did a show, and it was like 200 people, and it went really well. And then the next day, I did a show where it was like 30 people, and like the guy introduced me, and someone yelled, "Who?" And like it went so bad, like because they were just yelling at me, and they were like heckling me, and they were like, obviously they were more like that was during the NBA Finals too. Oh. So like they were watching the NBA Finals first. That was their priority. Second priority was drinking, and then the third priority was there's a comedy show happening.
Say, look somebody going on stage.
It was literally like a 5x5 square that you just walked onto.
A pallet.
Yes. And like comedy will always keep you in line. Also the fact of like, I mean, I don't know if you've experienced this of like, you'll have jokes that you think work and like you'll go somewhere else. Not even, it could be the next day. It could be like you do 2 mics in a night and like the next mic it just does not hit.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this was I thought this was a killer. No, this joke.
This joke never fails.
This is my saving joke.
Oh, goodness. That's the one when you be like, oh, all right. It's going to be a rough night.
I'll let y'all.
Nothing.
I'll bet y'all do say y'all have a good one.
Time to see how much I believe in myself.
Like, does it hurt for you of like, when you're like, this is my big closer. Like, this is my big one. It's like, this is my big one.
It doesn't hurt, but it used to hurt. It doesn't hurt now. Now it's just like, well.
Yeah.
That didn't fucking work.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
Now it's like, I would say it would be like going holler at a girl. Like, the fucking line that works all the time just didn't fucking work. It's like that.
Okay.
It's like all right, well.
Still beautiful.
Yeah, good for you.
You're still cute. Right.
That usually works. It's like some shit like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's yeah.
New jokes hurt. That's what hurts. When you get a new joke.
You
just know that motherfucker funny, and then you go up there and everybody's like,
all right. You daydream. I don't know what you daydream throughout the day of like, oh, this is gonna kill. And this punchline, punchline gonna knock him dead. And then you get on stage and they're like, you start with an opener that you know gets them, and you're like, all right, they're here for it. And then you get them on your side, and then you try that new one. It's like,
hold on, let me try it.
is this it? Come on, guys.
how about it? No?
Yes. It's because it's the grind of it of like you start well and then it like goes down. It's like it ends flat Of like, all right, that is my time.
I think if rap was like comedy, there'd be so much fewer rappers than there are right now.
Oh, I mean, rap
Like,
is
if you-
comedy.
In a way.
In the sense of like, I think rap is comedy in the sense of like, there's a lot of people in Baton Rouge that are trying to be rappers.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. And like, cause like a lot of people, they see Kevin Gates, or you see Lil Wayne, or you see, not even people from Louisiana, like you see Kendrick Lamar, and you're like, oh, I could be that. And you realize like those people, it's a special select few. Not everybody's gonna make it.
Right.
Some people, you may be hood famous, you gonna be a local celebrity, and that's the best you're gonna get.
Yeah, but see, like, the way I meant was like, the difference between those two is like with comedy, you'll instantly know if you're good or not. Or like, you'll definitely get some feedback instantly. With rap, you can be a fucking rapper for like 3 years and think you're the shit and be the worst fucking rapper in your city and be still putting out music and stuff like that and never get a lick of that, like, sense.
I'm hot, bro. Why?
Yeah, if you a comic, you go out there and do that first show and you suck, they're gonna be like, yeah, you're fucking horrible. You go out there,
Yeah.
you can go rap for as long as you want and never know.
I hope, I don't know if I have experienced, but I really hope to never experience like the comedy equivalent of when Iggy Azalea was on Hot 97.
Oh, man. Trash as fuck.
Yo, take that off the airways, bro.
I've never experienced it, but I've seen it. I've seen people experience it.
Mixed up tomatoes on stage.
I've seen people walk out and then be like, I wonder what I haven't seen this dude in a while, and I'm thinking about it. But one dude was doing a set. This was at Culture.
Okay.
He was doing a set. Big black dude got up, started walking out. While he was walking out, the dude that was on stage was like, "Oh, my man, it was that bad?" And he was like, "Just keep working, just keep working." And then he shook his head and walked out. And I was like, "That's tough. That is tough."
Especially let him walk out.
Keep working.
He just
Keep
like,
working.
man, like, he was disappointed.
The crowd laughing when he said that too.
No,
I was about to say
that's worse.
That was stung.
Yeah.
At least they laugh, like the vibe is a little picked up, some energy in the room, but it's just everybody's just like, oh,
Dang.
that's bad.
Keep working.
No, baby, don't worry about him, baby. Do your thing.
Go ahead, baby.
Tell your jokes. That's
funny.
it.
That's what they did.
No,
I
but
was about to say, oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I'd rather you laugh at me.
No, go ahead, baby. You all right? No, bitch, I'm not all right.
People don't do that anyway, though.
Shit,
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Really?
Seen it a couple times. Especially if the host be like, this is their first time, and you go up there and start funneling words and shit, the crowd will definitely be
They
like,
start
oh,
clapping.
It's okay. Do your thing. You start over.
Yeah.
No. That ruins the fucking joke.
It's always funny because like every time it's somebody's first time, they'll always like equate it to sex, or like they'll do some corny joke off top, and it'll pop, and then it'll be like, and shit, and then people start clapping, and it's like, yeah, well, I was at work, and they'll start telling the story because like every comedian when they start for some reason wants to be a storytelling comedian.
Because you think that's the easiest thing. Everybody tells stories, you just don't realize it's not those type of stories.
That's a special art to be able
To keep
tell
you
people stories
engaged.
and intrigued by the story.
Yeah, and it's like, man, you just told us about your day at work. Said that is special.
And nothing happens.
Literally not a single funny thing. Like that.
Bro,
You didn't
worked
get
at-
fired.
Man, I was at Cane's and I saw a roach. And it's like, why would you tell me that? You at Cane's.
You ruined Cane's for me.
It's like, no.
No, don't tell me that.
You're part of No Show Comedy, like we mentioned. How long have you been a part of that? How'd you get into it?
So that's the crazy thing. Like when I bombed that Methodist church, I was like, well, this sucks. And then I was at a party I was at a theater party because theater majors party a lot, and I was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They get down.
They party a lot. And so I was there because like my friend needed a DD, and so I knew like a chick that like was doing comedy there at the time, like because she was in the theater department, but she was doing stand up.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, I'm like interested in getting like doing stand up comedy. Like, do you know any places like where I can do any open mics? And she's like, Spanish Moon has a mic, and it's on like Mondays. And yeah, rest in peace in Spanish Moon.
That's a tough day.
I mean, yeah.
Anything.
Monday, yes it is.
Monday, yeah.
It don't matter what you're doing. It's hard to get people out on Monday.
Yeah. And so I went to the mic because it was Omar and Terrence's mic. It was another show. And I went up and I brought a friend and I went up and I did okay. And then they're like, keep coming out, man. And so like I kept going. I kept coming out and like I found mics through other people who were like at the show, like, hey, we have this mic on Wednesdays, we have this mic on Thursdays. So I kept coming out, you know, and then like about a year later, you know, I paid my dues, and they're like, hey, we want to get you on a showcase, and so they put me on their showcase at the Guru. And I remember vividly because like I did okay because it was my first showcase. So like I did all right. I had like 5 minutes, and then I went to buy a shirt, and then he was like, "Don't worry about it." And so like he just like I was like, "I'm a large." He's like, "Just don't worry, just take the shirt." And I didn't take that as like, oh, like
you in the gang.
They're slowly like feeding me into it, and so I think a couple months later, when they were doing their mic at Huey's, they're like, hey, we want to put you into the fold. And then I started hosting the mic at Huey's a couple of times. And then that kept going, and I've been with them, I think, about 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
So,
they scooped you up quick.
Yeah.
Fresh out the gate.
Yeah. So, it's cool.
Shout out to Terrence.
Yeah, Terrence and Omar.
Terrence and Omar.
Yes, and Akeem. And Akeem.
And Akeem.
Yeah, it's all black owned. So like me, Terrence, Akeem, George, all black guys.
Prince Akeem?
Akeem Omar. I don't know if y'all know. I don't know if you know him.
Coming America joke.
I got you.
Okay. But no, yeah, it's interesting because like I think I'm about to go to grad school in the fall, and like when I finish grad school, I think all 4 of us in No Show, I think we'll all have master's degrees.
Okay.
Nah, that's dope.
Black excellence.
Black excellence.
Definitely.
That's what's up.
So it's cool.
Why does Terrence call you Messy Maya?
Y'all don't know Missy Maya?
Yeah.
I mean, we know who Messy Maya is.
That's why I call it that, because I don't even know, because it's not like because I'm messy. He just called me Messy Maya just cause.
Oh,
Just to do it.
I don't like it. I don't personally don't like it because that man got shot. Like I'm not trying to get shot.
Yeah. Definitely
He
don't want
said,
to be on the same pedestal.
who gonna pop me? And then he got shot. And so
answer the question.
I'm not trying to get popped.
Gotcha.
But yeah, not gonna
pop.
But yeah, so yeah, he just calls me Messy Maya. It's Messy Maya. He started calling me Big Joker because we started playing spades together, and we're a team, and we hold our own. So
He don't want to talk. He don't want to talk his spades table shit on the camera. That's what spades table.
I mean, I can't. I'm still learning because like I'm still at a place where like I'm not great. Like Terrence does a lot of like the leg work, and I like come in with like Big Joker or Little Joker and just like swoop up scraps. Mm-hmm. So that's why he calls me Big Joker. Is like usually I'll get Big Joker and then like, I'll play that, and then we usually win. Sometimes we lose. But I mean, if I gotta have a spades partner, it's gonna be Terrence.
Okay.
Gotta be Terrence.
I don't know how to play spades.
Gotta get you on that, bro.
I know how to play.
You black man. I mean, you know. So we will teach you, bro. You gotta learn.
I undercut somebody one time that was mad as hell. I was like, bro, what the fuck you doing? I was like, I don't know.
I've only seen people get mad at 2 games: spades and Uno.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't make your books, I've never been yelled at more for not making books than in spades. Of like, ooh, you said you have 5 books. Mm-hmm. Where are your 5 books? And it's like, I thought I had 5 books.
And they get mad at me, I underbid. So I'm like, what? No, what the fuck? Like, bro,
I don't mind getting a sandbag, man. I don't mind getting a bag or 2. But I would rather overbid than under. Personally, if I know I have enough to spare, if we're close to 10, then no, I gotta be riding the money. And that's when like my game gets weak. It's like my books is like, what's a book? What's not a book? I can make this a book if I need to, but
I count my guaranteed book.
It's a desperate
this
time.
Is for sure gonna be a book. But
3 in a possible, 4 in a possible. We just gonna call that 4.
yeah, good shit.
Oh man,
You said Uno and
I've seen,
Uno spades.
Yeah.
I've seen
You never
people,
seen nobody get mad over dominoes?
not really. I don't see. I have seen people almost go to blows over Uno because don't nobody know how to play.
Yeah, so
Everyone has their own rules.
fun fact, I think I know the only person in the world that looks up the rules for Uno whenever she gets a chance.
Me?
What? She be on their Twitter page just looking up the rules when she get.
They have an Uno Twitter.
Yeah.
They did. I learned from Uno Twitter that apparently if somebody plays a draw 2 and you have a skip of the same color, you could play your skip and that draw 2 skips to the next person.
Yeah. Skip yourself, basically.
Never heard that one.
Apparently.
Can't put a draw 2 on a draw 4.
Yeah.
They
Nah.
got people
I've heard
do
that before.
apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wouldn't let
You
that.
can't. You
Like
can't
they got people that try that.
try draw 4 and then add a draw 2.
it's
That's
gotta be-
nasty.
it's gotta
That's how
match.
people start. That's how you start throwing blows.
That's not fucking right.
My brother played a draw 2, and then I played a draw 2, and then my dad played a draw 2, and my mom played a draw 2, and then my other brother didn't have a draw 2.
Ooh,
We were like,
that sucks, dude. Pull them 10. That was 10 points. I'm like,
That's
Yeah,
you, brother.
y'all don't play Pity Pat in Baton Rouge? I don't think y'all do. Is that a Lake Charles? You don't even play Pity Pat.
I didn't play Pity
You
Pat.
play Pity Pat.
I like Pity Pat. I don't.
That must be a
I don't
Lake
know.
Charles thing, bro. Because every time I bring up Pity Pat, somebody in Baton Rouge, they be like,
Might be a different name.
so what is pity pat?
That'd be a
It's
problem.
simplest thing is like, let's say we both got a hand.
Is it like
Draw with 7. Start.
You could do 7.
5 or 7, I think.
Five for sure.
Okay.
And like flip over the first card and it says a 4. You got a 4. You can pick it up. You can throw your 4 down and match it. Throw another card out. You just keep doing that till you run out.
Yeah, first person to get rid of all their cards wins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's nice. It's nice.
I haven't played it.
It's bad. It's low key like just like Uno kind of. I'm thinking about it,
Except we just
but it's not as many cards. It's
Yeah.
not colors. It's just numbers.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah, but like pretty much the same rules. Low key. It's not no skips or nothing like that. It's just straight. Pick it up. You got it. Keep it moving.
Sometimes they play for change. That's what we get.
Can't play for money. Because that's what things get dangerous. That's when people start fighting. That's when people's feelings get hurt. My dad, see, and that's the thing. I don't play for money because I know I'm not good at any game enough to start playing for money. Because my dad's good at dominoes. I've never seen anybody fight at dominoes, but people trash talk the most at dominoes. I would have my dad. My dad's really good, so like he knows what's in everybody else's hand.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
my
that
daddy.
good.
My daddy do that too.
So like he knows when he's played something, he's like, just go ahead and knock, go ahead and knock,
Yeah.
and it hurt because like now I actually have to knock because I can't
Can't
play
do
anything.
anything.
So you lock the board on me.
It's like just go ahead and knock.
I've had that. I remember the first time I played with daddy, he did some shit like that. I was like, what is going on right
Yeah.
now?
What kind of Jedi mind you playing?
all you
here?
got is a 6 and a 4. What you gonna do?
What?
I know that.
Son, go ahead, play that double 5. I know you got it.
Said my dad's that good too. Damn, all our dads need to go somewhere with that bullshit.
Like, because you the only one.
I mean, that's like they didn't have video games, so they had dominoes and.
But I
something
learned how
like
to play
that.
dominoes as a kid, and I'm still not that good.
But you can play 2K like on some shit like that. You can play 2K and talk shit to somebody the whole time.
Nope.
And,
My
like,
dad's-
we just don't have. That's not
I should
our
play
thing.
2K after this.
my dad is.
Talk some shit. Play 2K in a while.
That's how. That's just how, we didn't play shit like that
No,
much.
my dad is just a winning man. He beat us in Madden. He beat us in Bones.
Oh, he just got y'all covered in everything.
He
I
beat
remember the
us.
first time I beat my dad in a video game, I was live. Jerry Stackhouse hit the game winner, baby.
The first time I beat my dad in Madden, I couldn't be loud because my mom was sleeping. But I was very much like, let's go. Let's go. Also,
It's like a chink in the armor. Now it's like,
you can't,
bitch,
you
you're not
can't be out
strong
here
as you
like
used to
trash
be.
talking your dad because that's still your dad. Like that man can punch you. Like
Still whip your ass.
that man can still like
Watch,
take away.
hey, watch it now.
I never played Madden. in games like that with my daddy, so I don't have that part. We play like Galaga and shit.
Galaga.
You can't beat him in that because it's
You can.
High school.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Y'all get into it, huh?
Yeah, that was like the one game we had that we used to play and get into it a lot. And like Wii Sports, when that shit first came out. Wii Sports.
The wildest thing that ever happened. My parents bought us a Wii, and we were playing Wii Sports, and we were playing boxing. And we were like, Mom, Dad, y'all should play boxing. You should do that. And my dad's like, no. Yeah. My mom's like, no, because you scared I beat you. And he got up. And then it said go. And then my dad just went. And he didn't hit my mom, but he hit the character. And my mom's character did not get up.
One punch?
It was one punch. And he hit it so hard that her character just didn't get up. And we're like, oh my God.
That sounds like something I do to me. I say, oh, you gonna beat me? Cool.
Did you just murder her Wii character?
I think so.
Say, create a new one now.
Damn.
So we were like, oh.
He really does just win at everything.
Yeah.
He's a winning man.
The one hit or quit. You learn one hit or quit.
No, he's just a winner. I'm just trying to get like my dad. So.
Shout out to the winners around the world.
Shout out. What are some of your biggest influences in comedy? You would say?
I don't know. Like I have people I like enjoy watching. Obviously, Mark Norman is like I don't think he influences me, but he's fun to watch.
Okay, what favorite comedians?
Kyle Kinane is a good one to watch. I like Josh Johnson.
Okay.
Josh Johnson.
He's from Louisiana too.
He's from Alexandria.
Yeah.
He's in Alexandria, born and bred. He got people out there, like
nowhere.
Yeah, but he started. I think he started in Chicago, and then he like moved to New York, and now he like works on the Daily Show, with, like Trevor Noah and all that. And so like Josh Johnson, Omar hates that I say Josh Johnson. Omar found out that like I said he's one of my favorites, and he said 2019 Jeremiah is funnier than Josh Johnson because I don't know why he doesn't like Josh, but he does not like Josh Johnson.
2019 Jeremiah is better than Josh.
I don't know what Josh did to him, but no, he does not like. I mean, because also he has the grades of comedy that he enjoys, and like anything else is like. But like
that guy.
Yeah, Josh Johnson, obviously Richard Pryor, like Richard Pryor. Oh my gosh, like watching Richard Pryor,
amazing.
It's like genuinely watching.
Speaking of crackheads,
I think that was the cool thing about watching Richard is like watch him go into different characters. like truly like you could visualize what is going on, like the way he like carries himself on stage, the way he talks. Like Richard Pryor is on another level. So Josh Johnson, Kyle Kinane, Richard Pryor, Jim Gaffigan, because like I enjoy his like dad energy. I enjoy like the fact that he works clean, like that's cool. Who else? I think that's obviously the best. Like for Jeff Dunham, he's the best comic of all. No, he's not.
Okay. Teach his own.
I forgot who I was talking to, but there was a guy who's like, yeah, my parents love Jeff Dunham.
I like Jeff Dunham, but I mean, I wouldn't best no.
He has his audience. I used to be his audience. I don't know. Like at the end of the day, he's selling out arenas. He's making money. Right. So like all of my opinions for Jeff Dunham is on the guys of like I have $3,000 in my bank account, and it's about to be negative because my bills are due. So that. Oh man, I was moving my friend out. I just remembered I had to pay rent today.
Today?
Not today, but I just remembered today I got to pay rent.
What the fuck? It's like a 29th?
No. I just remembered I got to pay rent. No, my rent's due on the 15th. But yeah, so like those
the last day.
But yeah, so those are my guys, man. Obviously, also finally Gerard Carmichael. Gerard Carmichael, Really funny.
Yeah. I'm a big Gerard Carmichael fan. He put me on the Gerard Carmichael. Well, he put me on the show. That's what led to me finding out about everything else.
Yeah. That Carmichael show, I was surprised when it got canceled because it was funny.
Yeah,
I mean, usually when it's shows like that, they get canceled.
I still gotta watch his stand-up.
Nathaniel?
Yeah. On my HBO Max,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about.
I gotta update it to my card, bro. I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask you about
I gotta
that.
update my card. I wish you would have texted. I wish you would have texted me because that'd make me do it.
I was gonna ask you today, and I was gonna ask you when you got here because I forgot. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'll put it back.
Have you watched 8? So it's special 8.
There's a special before that.
Yeah. So like,
I'll be honest with you, I've never watched a Gerard Carmichael special. I just liked it.
Shit.
When I saw the show, I was like, bro, this dude is funny as hell.
You remember? I think that was Dwayne that I always talk about Bo Burnham with. Bo Burnham produced that special.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Is that one?
It's on HBO Max too.
So all of his specials are on HBO. Love at the Store. Love at the Store, I think, is one of his best.
I'm gonna get fucking.
He has one of, I don't know if it's Love at the Store or it's 8, but he has it's a joke. It's his closer is the worst thing than finding out that your dad has a second family is finding out that you're the second family. And I was like, that's
That might be on the first one. I don't remember that joke.
So like Nathaniel, I've seen Nathaniel. It's like the same pace as 8 in terms of like it's a lot slower.
I mean, I feel like that's him.
Yeah, but it's more personal. So like
it's very intimate.
If you've seen his mini like series they did like on the mountaintop, where like he just interviewed his family. It's kind of that energy of like him talking about his family and talking about like his life and like spoiler, he comes out and coming out of the closet and like what he struggled with. I'm a spoiler. He has one joke where he goes like, because he says he's gay and like they start clapping. And he's like, I said I'm gay. He said, I said I'm gay. I didn't say I was retarded. I don't know why y'all cheering for me. I said I was gay. And like, but yeah, when you update your car, bro, you gotta see it. You gotta
motivated.
Yeah,
motivated to do it, man.
All right, I don't know how long that was.
Wasn't that bad.
I don't know. There's some good answers, but I feel like I could have asked some more. I don't know how long we're going though. I don't want to go too long.
You got some more questions?
Not off the top of my head. If I come up with something, I'll interrupt him.
All right. Sound like a plan.
But yeah, we'll keep it moving.
All right. So we're going to take a step into my world with a little bit of... I'm never prepared. Either or. You've been here before.
That makes sense.
Or. Excuse me?
You poured out the cup.
Yeah.
And then you pull something out the cup.
Yeah.
How did it not come out the cup?
Because it's my fucking sex.
That's how.
Thank you. Thank you for your concern, sir. Yeah, you got to keep him in line.
I mean, I edited the video, so.
Respectable.
So what you going to cut me
easily just make nothing come out.
That's how you going to do me.
I could. I feel like you earned it.
You're going to sabotage my segment. We supposed to be brothers.
We are.
We supposed to be Joce and Flo brothers.
Yeah. I'm a Joce.
Hey, who's that asked it? They was like, who's Joce and who's Flo? It's like,
I don't remember anybody else asking me that.
Somebody asked me that. I think it might have been on the pod. Who's Joce and who's Flo? I was like, both of us.
We had Flo, but he went outside. And
he floated.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. All right. Jeremiah, do you watch basketball at
all? In passing. From time to time.
All right, so you might be able to answer this. Okay. Either, I know you're going to be able to answer it. Either Vince Carter Olympic dunk or Blake Griffin dunk on Big Perk.
Vince Carter.
It's got to be Vince.
Vince Carter.
It's got to be Vince.
We ain't going to put Ken Folks out like that.
Wait, repeat that one more time.
Vince Carter's Olympic dunk or Blake Griffin's dunk on Big Perk. Kendrick Perkins.
Okay, so yeah, it's got to be Vince.
I go Vince too.
Jumped over me.
Yeah, way more historic. Because I was going to pick that or Timothy Mozgov, but they was on the same level. I should have done
the Mozgov one was on a bigger level. That was his first poster.
Oh, that's what it was. I should have did DeAndre Jordan on Brand Knight.
Yeah, that was a better question.
Anyway, I remember that phase vividly. Oh my gosh.
Poor Brandon Knight. Either Skechers Shape Ups or the Shaq shoes.
The Shaq shoes.
I don't know what they're called. The Shaqs.
Shaqs.
I'm talking about the ones with the Dunk Man on them.
Yeah, Shaqs.
They all have that.
I choose-
That's his logo.
I just want to make sure you didn't think I was like, oh, the Reebok Shaq.
Oh,
Nah.
Kmart joints.
It depends. I think the Skechers Shape Ups probably is a better running shoe. But it's like if I'm just out and about,
Functionality.
Yeah,
That's not what we're going. We're talking about wearing these out to the club. What you wearing?
To the club.
I need some shoes.
Yeah.
If you said Skechers Shape Ups versus Shaqs, I'm going in my feet. I'm going in my socks.
I take the Shaqs just on the strength of the culture.
I had
Go ahead, what if Skechers Shape Ups doing?
I low key want to say Skechers Shape Ups,
I'm
but
going with the Shaqs. I just remember there was a kid when I was in the 6th grade I was next to him and he was getting flamed during lunch. He was getting flamed like no tomorrow because he had the Shaqs on.
Yeah, I would. I believe it.
you're gonna get flamed with both of them. But at least with the Skechers Shape Ups,
Yeah,
your calves will be
yeah.
right.
It's gonna look good.
You can run away from the roasting if you need to, if it gets too hot.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's true.
Okay, either techno pop or bluegrass country.
Techno pop.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I'm doing bluegrass country.
Bluegrass country sounds very racist.
Like
So I don't want that in my ears.
Honestly, both are like a good pick for me.
Oh, I was
you
gonna
like
say-
both? You like
I
both of those?
I think it's gonna be like techno pop, surprisingly racist.
I was like, wait.
Technopop.
Please tell me more.
You'll be
Let's wait.
surprised.
Pause. Tell me more about
Well,
that.
Technopop is like we don't want black people.
You listen real close, you're a nigger.
It's like, how'd you get that sample? It's like, well, it's just him saying the N word. If you can hear it.
And at the end, we run it backwards.
Speed it up.
No, because like it depends on how I'm feeling. Like Technopop is like Technopop is good to clean to. Like I'm like ready to go.
Okay.
But like bluegrass is like I'm winding down. Like this is cool. I'll drive to bluegrass. I'll drive to both. It depends. I say Technopop.
Okay, you said techno pop.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to listen to that banjo, huh?
Mm-mm.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Man. Hey,
I said bluegrass. Yeah.
hey, that old brother Where Art Thou album, straight fire.
You ever seen that movie before?
You never seen it?
That movie hard.
It's good.
Pause. That's a good movie though.
Old brother, where art thou?
Yeah, they
It's
break
got-
out of jail.
It's got George Clooney in it.
Yep. I can't remember
Wow.
the dude from
Holes.
Shia LaBeouf?
Not Shia
yeah,
LaBeouf,
no, the
but
one
the
that
warden from Holes.
no, not the warden.
The old white man?
Not the older
Cowboy
white man,
hat?
the younger white man that told Zero.
He
can
got
you
nothing
spell?
in his brain.
Yeah, say spell.
Oh.
What does that spell? Zero, and he's smacking
Yeah.
him in the face with the
Oh,
shovel.
yeah.
And then the old dude from he was in the Batman, the latest Batman movie. He was the villain.
The one that played the Riddler?
Nah, not that villain. The bigger villain.
Oh, the mob.
Yeah,
mob
Falcon.
guy. Yeah.
He was in
It
Transformers.
was Falcon.
He was in Do the Right Thing.
Yeah,
I knew
he
him.
never seen that shit.
You never seen Do the Right Thing?
That's
You
why.
should see it.
That's why I didn't use that.
It's good.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. I was
see
like,
Do
he
It.
never seen that.
He has range. Just watch him
Yeah, he does.
from that to Do the Right
He,
Thing. It's
he,
insane.
can do some shit.
But
Bro.
yeah, you should see it. It's good. It's good.
He's good at something with feet. He was oh, Mr. Deeds.
I haven't seen Mr.
Adam Sandler's Adam Sandler.
Oh man,
movie.
I ain't seen Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, all right, moving on. But yes, he's in there. All right, either lick the bottom of her foot or lick her armpit.
Is it dirty? The foot?
Maybe, maybe not.
What do you mean maybe? I need to know.
You gotta lick it to find out, buddy.
That's got to be armpit.
That armpit, that's different right
That's
there. I'm licking
First
that.
thing
Wait,
I
so
thought
wait,
I was like,
wait,
she
wait,
funky
wait.
or she just put deodorant on.
See,
Either way,
so-
I've licked deodorant before.
yeah, it's not a very good taste.
Hell no, it's very
So
strong.
for feet, is this post work? Is this
That's where I'm
in
at.
the house? Like, what's the situation?
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm leaning towards feet though. Feet is gonna be my first.
I'm gonna do feet too.
Yeah,
My
that,
girl
I'm
feet
not
clean.
licking no armpit.
I'm licking them things.
Well, we know you.
Ain't nobody say nothing, man, about none of that.
I was saying.
We already know you doing that.
I do
Either or or not.
My grandparents watch this. I'm gonna chill.
You just said it. It's too late.
I ain't say it. I said I'm gonna lick her foot, but I
No,
didn't say what I was about to say.
you said I do.
You gonna suck
and
her
then
toes?
I do suck her toes.
You say this little piggy went to market.
I
This
don't
This one went in the mouth.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry, y'all.
This little picky fell into barbecue sauce.
And I licked it all.
You put whipped cream on her toes. You
Hey,
suck it
look.
in. Hey,
Honey.
I'm not
I
judging.
use honey.
I use honey.
No, I'm fucking around.
Sticky.
I'm not judging.
I don't need no toppings on them. I just put them in my. I have to go to town on those. All right, last one.
Okay.
Either a Hyundai hatchback or a Prius.
Hyundai hatch.
Ooh, wait.
Like a
Prius.
Hyundai Ioniq. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
IONIQ.
Prius right now though, because gas prices are outrageous.
That's true. I think the Hyundai Ioniq is on the same level though. I think they do the same thing.
Which one has more space?
Probably the Ioniq.
Shit, they on the fifth one.
I say the Ioniq then. I need
I've seen these.
Yeah, I know you have.
I like the dash.
Yeah, I see. I need.
I think it's
Yeah.
like,
Deck,
is, that,
I mean-
is it electric or is that?
It looks like it.
This is something.
With a fucking deck this goddamn big, it better
Oh,
be.
it is electric. The screen, I was about to say,
I
screen
need,
just gave it away.
I need something. Yeah, I need something that's like
That's pretty cool though.
has space so I can move and just go.
Prius don't really have space.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Hyundai.
Prius is like a front seat for one person.
Okay, I'll change your mind. I go with this.
You get in a car accident in a Prius, you done for.
Yeah, you dead. You dead or you not gonna be living the same.
You get in a car accident in a Mini Cooper, you
Done.
done.
Yeah,
I think they should have Prius
Ioniq.
size parking spots and not regular. Don't park your Prius in a regular size parking
No.
spot.
Because then
Especially in a parking lot that's full of cars.
then you have motherfuckers trying to stick their shit in the Prius spots when that's all they
It's
got.
not gonna fit.
How many times have you seen people put cars in parking spots that did not fit and still did it?
Some people double park. I seen that a couple of times.
Like, oh, I'm just going in there to get this prescription. I'll get this Prius parking spot. Stay in here. Stay in here.
Somebody come around.
You stay in the car. You stay in the car. I'm gonna leave the air on. If somebody calls, stump, I'll be out in 10 minutes.
Right here. I'm gonna go get the car from the inside. You just wait right here.
I'm gonna get.
Somebody say something. Tell them I'm coming right out.
Tell me
Have
it's
you
just
seen
an
Ali
Ioniq.
Sadiq new special?
Yes.
Of course.
I made him watch it.
Yeah, he did make it watch. It was good.
It is one of.
That's a great story.
As of 2020, like I think this year, I think one of my favorite specials I've seen this year.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god!
It was
You won't eat
good.
for a day, or you won't eat for a month. It's because it's got so much. He has so many quotable lines in that. We don't sell them out to nobody who don't want it.
This is a matter of life and death.
We hustle around here.
You even sell dope, nigga?
Who is you?
Oh my goodness.
I really enjoy it, and like watching it as a comic and watching it regular, like because he had this like thing that he'd do with like he would always say the next gun was the biggest gun he'd ever seen. It's like the biggest gun I've ever seen, and then he'd tell you what gun it was, and then he'd be like, "Ooh," because like when he said a Desert Eagle, I was like, if somebody wanted, what I'm saying is you gonna work for me.
Yeah.
I don't work for nobody.
This nigga bullshit me.
Let me see that gun.
Oh, you all right. You gonna sell. You go with independent.
You remind me of me.
Yeah.
Nigga pull the gun out.
Daddy, where the milk in the cabinet? For that, add water.
Milk already comes ready, sir.
Listen,
Shake it up.
I'm about to go out of town.
Yeah. Say, wait, what?
You gonna stay here.
Say, I gotta go to school tomorrow. I know.
I
It's like, do I walk you to school? All right, man.
It was such a good because like you have some specials where it goes up and down. Like oh, it's funny.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
like,
that shit is-
but when he started,
time, it's
when he
good.
his first joke of like it started, some I was 10 years old and it.
You ever look back to when all your bad decisions first started or some shit like
I
that?
was 10 years old.
And it
Damn.
it hits. It is hitting up until the end.
Till you walk
I
off
was
stage.
all cracked. Don't hit me. I am sorry.
Yeah.
No, it was.
Say my
I
man.
whoop his ass every time I see him. That's like like you can tell like he not.
Yes.
He's not even exaggerating with some of that shit. He's like just retelling the story.
Yes, I realized how good of a not a drug dealer, but how good of a comic and a storyteller he was. Of like, I feel like a drug dealer now. I'm like, oh, I know the ins and
I
outs.
do this.
Go out there and do that. Yeah, Dwayne put me on him. He's
I used to go
top notch.
When I used to go to Houston to do open mics out there, I would see him like every week. Go up and do like it'll be an open mic. He'll go. We'll be doing 5 minutes. He'll go up there and do a fucking hour and a half, just out the blue.
Word.
Like if you see him coming in and you ain't went up yet, you better hope you go up before him. Because if not, it's over with. He about to do about an hour and a half. And it's gonna all be funny, and his show gonna be fucking over with after he's done.
Can't nobody follow that.
Because it's over with. Ain't nobody go up after that. Not an open mic. What the fuck?
Come up, it's like, hey, what's your They don't care about
Actually,
you.
he just made everybody laugh for an hour
I say
straight.
everybody's just about to leave now.
They finna pull Dave Chappelle.
Everybody want to go outside. I'm gonna be outside. Y'all want to talk? Y'all come on.
Dan Cook, man. No.
This shit is over with.
Say, wait a minute. All right, so next we got a little something called a Liddle Riddle.
A little riddle. Okay.
Yes. So last episode, I'm gonna give you the riddle from the last episode.
Okay.
And let you solve that one.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh yes, I do.
Okay, cool. 'Cause I don't. Oh, I now remember.
Okay.
Take a look at me and watch how fast I can go.
Is that a car?
What am? Oh,
What am I? Sorry, I didn't say that. I didn't write that.
Take a look at me
Watch
and
out.
watch out. Take a look at me and watch how fast I can. Eminem?
No.
Eminem.
This means rapping.
Oh,
Is it? Wait, can I ask questions? Is it a form of transportation?
No.
No.
I mean,
no, it's not.
I mean, it could be.
It could.
It's all okay. I'm sure.
Is it? A
You trying to check him? What you
is
doing?
Is it a human body part?
No.
No. Okay. Is it an inanimate object?
Somewhat.
Well, no, not really. It's not.
Take a look at me. Is it weed?
No.
Oh.
You're focusing on the wrong part.
Take a
I would
look
say
at
that to figure it out, you're focusing on the wrong part.
I mean, it's really hard to get it. I ain't gonna stunt.
Take a look at me and watch how fast I can go. It's time?
Oh,
Good job. See, I told you he's focusing on the wrong part. That's
Damn.
it. Because I can tell by the way
Feel
he's
like
breaking
Batman.
it down.
Feel like Batman. Time. Justice.
Riddler. All right.
I'm bad.
So today's riddle, you can solve it.
Okay.
But we'll just cut that out.
Okay.
yeah, just let him finish it.
Yeah.
And then.
Okay. So it's safe to say sometimes I have locks and keys, but sometimes I have water to see. What am I?
Water to see.
Uh-huh.
You have
C
water to-
S-E-A S-E-E. How'd you spell it?
What?
Water to see.
I'm not
What
going to
kind
tell
of
you how I
sea?
spelled it.
Well, I gotta. It's gonna be on the fucking screen. So you
It
can
don't
tell.
matter. Oh,
It does matter. It's a riddle.
Yeah.
So, repeat the riddle.
It's safe to say sometimes I have locks and keys, but sometimes I have water to see.
Water to see.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is that a waterbed?
No.
Is it an inanimate object?
Is it a magician? I don't know.
I guess, kind of.
You guess.
Not really.
Not
A
really.
cage?
It's like a double entendre for this riddle. So,
Oh, is it a delta?
excuse me. Oh, that's rude. I apologize. Excuse me. No, it's
Not a delta.
What's a delta?
Uh,
not a.
Oh no,
Like
not
a
a
Mississippi
sorority.
No, like a delta. So like a body of water like splits into like a triangle formation, like tiny bodies.
That's all the delta is. Huh?
It's
I don't think
It's definitely not that. He doesn't know what that is.
I don't think so. I don't think
Is it,
so.
so is it a body?
All right, and we back. Last but certainly not least, we have Dwayne's favorite segment. He loves it. Don't you, Dwayne? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, we're going to dive into a little something I like to call Aprendamos Espanol. I don't know why I picked Travis.
Travis don't know Spanish.
He does not. Mamacita, though.
Spanish.
Oh, that is true.
All right, so today's letter.
He has a song with Highest in the Room remix has a Spanish verse on it from some girl.
Oh. Does he still? Did he come out with shoes recently?
Mm-hmm. Like last week.
I thought he
Low
lost.
tops.
I thought he
You like
lost his deals.
Yeah.
Nah, that whole thing happened.
You think Nike care about a couple people dying?
Not.
Nike cut ties with Tiger when they found out he was cheating.
Cheating.
That's different.
That was his fault.
That's a direct statement of his character.
It's not his
that
fault.
can reflect on him.
Astro was not that man's fault.
They can make it be like, oh, well,
Nike's just like, hey, it ain't our fault. He famous.
Kids die in our factories all the time.
You think those little Chinese babies don't die every day?
Every day, damn.
Yeah,
one day where you?
I'm sure they have somebody
they're
dying every
days-
day. Fucking sweatshop.
Days since last death. It's always on zero. It's
Zero.
always on zero.
Ain't that?
The longest streak they had was a month. I don't think. All right, so today's letter, Uve.
You?
No.
V?
There you go. We did you last episode.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I had to catch myself. Okay, so first word, vivir.
To see?
Yeah.
To look?
That's
To live?
there we go. All right. He's been studying. Okay, so next word, valor.
What is it?
Valor.
I don't know that one.
No.
Valor, is that a verb?
No, it's not.
No, it's like a noun.
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead. Sorry, I had to do my person, place, thing.
Is it an adjective?
No, it's not an adjective.
Because I'm here valor.
So we unpacked our adjectives. Y'all remember Schoolhouse Rock? I was asking somebody about that earlier today.
You know Schoolhouse, right?
I know it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
we
that
know
song.
Schoolhouse.
I don't know an adjective song?
No.
I remember the adjective song.
Thank you. I
It
appreciate that.
it's in the back of my brain, but I remember seeing it.
He remembers a song.
You
about
remember Conjunction
adjectives.
Junction?
I remember a song.
I know that song.
No.
Everybody knows conjunction. That's
Looking up words and phrases and all right.
yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, that's their biggest. That's their welcome. That's their biggest hit.
Valor
Just
is
a
value.
Oh yeah, that is true. Never mind.
What'd you say?
Just the
I'm just
bill.
a bill. It's probably their biggest.
Oh, that's a
hit.
different.
And
That's a
sitting
different.
on
That's a different
Capitol
tape
Hill.
though.
I mean, he just said that's their biggest ones.
That's their sophomore album. Is I'm just a bill. It's their biggest one, bro.
That's a see. They got the English one. They got like a math one. Then they got like the
Political.
yeah. I guess for lack of a better term, yeah. Okay, but yeah, valor is value,
Value.
and then ventana, window,
Ventana?
ventana,
Tana?
ventana. Yeah. Okay, so after I
word.
give you all those words, I put them into a sentence.
Okay.
And I'll translate that sentence for you. Okay. But I'll give you a chance to guess. Dwayne's guess is always pretty funny. Alright, so ese tipo que se masturba en la ventana obviamente no quiere vivir una vida de valor.
Saw some value or some shit. I don't know. That's all. You saw something.
No.
You lived up to your value?
Okay, you're close, but you're not really close.
People who don't live up to their value should perish.
It's a note for the kids out there.
I mean, yeah, you wrote it.
That's not what I wrote. Do you have a guess?
Say
at
it.
all?
Say it one more time.
Ese tipo que se masturba en la ventana obviamente no quiere vivir una vida de valor.
Oh, let's go word for word.
I ain't shit.
You
I
said
know I ain't shit. As soon as I realize you ain't shit.
Oh, is that the
Fuck no. I just really like this. I was like, that's not nowhere close.
Something about living up to value. So.
Okay, so translation: that guy masturbating in the window obviously doesn't want to live a life of value.
Oh.
Way off.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Woo, you right there, but you're not there."
I thought it was gonna be something like we learned in high school. It was like the sheep went to the countryside
And masturbated.
No, we didn't learn
I'm
masturbating.
looking these sentences up. And that is all for me, folks. Thank you so much for coming down to the world of Jalen, world of B-O-O, B-I. You go to rest, man. Stop playing. And then I'm going to send it back to the other side of the table.
Yes, sir. We on the back end now. It's time to bring this baby home.
No cap.
But before we do that,
Back
we
in
got to
the
hit our segment that everyone loves. It's near and dear to everyone's heart. It's time to see what's going on with our favorite individual in this week's episode of The Adventures of Florida Man. Now, this week, Florida man dressed as Spider-Man robs woman.
That's it.
It's the headline.
Niggas say.
What? I got the story.
Not your friendly neighbor. Your neighbor friendly.
It's Florida Spider-Man.
Friendly.
Go to New York if you want that friendly shit. Yeah. It's Haitian Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
Spider-Man scammed my credit card. Yeah, Laquan Payne, 36 years old, was dressed head to toe as Spider-Man when investigators said he robbed a woman. The victim says she was at a laundromat when she noticed Payne wearing the Spider-Man costume, bright yellow shorts, and sneakers while riding a bicycle. Stop right there. If you see Spider-Man wearing bright yellow shorts riding a bicycle, what makes you think he's friendly?
Nigga ain't even stay committed to his character.
Not even website.
Thank you. Now, she approached the man and asked for a picture of him.
You asked for a picture.
What's wrong with this bitch?
As the woman left the laundromat sometime later, she was unexpectedly struck in the back of the head, according to reports. After the woman fell to the ground, investigators said Payne grabbed $45 in cash that fell from the woman's pocket.
Like some GTA shit.
He hit her so hard he knocked $45 out of the pocket.
We thought they was lying on GTA. That's the truth.
Goodness.
Officers said Payne was in possession of $46 in cash when he was arrested. He was charged with robbery and resisting an officer without violence.
Hey, Spider-Man had $1 to his name. He got fined for $46. So shit, I had money before I was arrested.
I robbed that bitch. I got $46.
Oh my goodness.
Talking about, man. I'm Spider-Man. Why would I need to rob somebody? I know Tony Stark. Why would I need to rob somebody? I got money.
I got webs in my hands, man.
Daily Bugle's popping right now.
Yeah.
Pictures on deck.
What you mean? Peter Parker snapping me up all day.
You see a cracked out Spider-Man riding a bike.
Man,
Don't go
19,
ask for a
ain't no
picture.
Oh, he could be.
Crack
has no age limit.
Cracks come in.
Wait, what you had
I was
said?
about to say you way too young to be on crack.
36?
I thought you said he was 19.
No.
What the fuck?
There's not even a 19 in the story.
Anyway.
Nah, 36. You could be 19 years old and be on crack.
I know.
Prime crack years right
You
now.
ever seen
Prime crack?
You ever seen Life in Cracktown or something like that? Evan Ross in it. Evan Ross is in it. Kerry Washington. It's a really good movie about crack. It's just
If you like crack,
no. So
Top tier
it's more
movie.
than that. It's like different
heroin.
It's like different people who do crack and who are on like crack and shit and like just they daily lives. And
It's just
shit.
like if Beale Street could talk.
It's like Jersey Shore on crack.
I've never seen it. Bill Street
It's not bad. It's good.
So like Transformers on crack.
Actually,
Transformers smoke big rock. It's very it's kind of sad at a certain part because
So it's not a documentary, no.
no, it's just a movie.
Oh,
It's
it's
a movie. It's strictly.
Oh, so it's not real.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it might be based off true events, but it's a movie as far as I said. Life in Cracktown is crazy, maybe or something like that.
I bet it is.
It's definitely something in Cracktown. That shit.
Mayor's on crack. Police on crack.
Shout out.
Everybody's on crack.
It must be Washington D.C. we living in. Chocolate City.
Baltimore.
Hey, they gonna play. Hey, this dude from Baltimore was at when I was bartending that main event. He came through. He was like, "Yeah, I'm from Baltimore." I was like, "Oh, you from Baltimore?" He was like, "Yeah, be more careful, be more safe." That's what we say.
Be more careful. I like that.
Baltimore was a wild. So I've been there.
I
a couple
heard
times.
that shit. He's like, bro, it's bad.
Now see,
He's like they trying to change it around a little bit, but he was like, where I was from.
Now, see, I don't want to do it personally, but I would love to like get a comparison because we in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge supposed to be so bad. They top 10 in killing and shit like that. Same with New Orleans. I would love to like be able to like go to New Orleans and like get a vibe of it, like that part, and then go to Baltimore and see like, oh,
I think I don't know that.
like, oh, y'all way worse than I just want to see, like, because if you go to a Baltimore nigga, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, we worse, we better, we killing niggas out there. Then you go to New Orleans, they're gonna say the same thing. So I would like to see if there was a way to like
just put a Baltimore nigga in New Orleans nigga.
Nah, because then you'd have to get the same quality of Baltimore nigga and New Orleans nigga and swap them. You could get like
a scientific study, so obviously you're gonna find those people.
That's a lot more work. I wanted to
Too many variables, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You fuck around and get like a super Baltimore gangster, and then get some pussy from New Orleans, and then swap them and be like, oh, well, the New Orleans nigga didn't survive. Like, nah, he wasn't on the same.
He not the same level.
This ain't the same cut as that Baltimore nigga you threw in New Orleans that's killing everybody right now. Like,
talk about do a wife swap, but for
but with hoods.
Hood swap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Write that down. That was weird.
It's like, hi, I'm from New Orleans.
My name is Daquan. I'm from New Orleans, 9th Ward. No, I ain't no shit.
Yeah.
I'm a 9th Ward crib.
We come back in 2
I'm
weeks.
Tim from Maryland.
Well, Davon didn't make it, but
Apparently he does take something.
I don't know what video it was, but it was like they were trying to say iron earned is iron earned.
Oh, that's the old dude that Suge used to be with.
Iron earned?
Yeah,
but
they had him saying iron, earn, and earn.
But it literally, it sounded like them saying earn.
He was like, man, that's what we sound like. I don't know what he's talking about. The dude, the dark skinned dude that Suge would be with whenever he was out in California. Oh my God. I don't even know what to look for.
Dooley?
Yeah.
Yes, that's him.
Houston.
Sorry. That guy though, he did that.
I was like, dark skinned dude.
It's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's true.
You got Ha Davis. You got so many.
Well, that he was hanging with. He was hanging with them.
That's true.
All right. Moving on. Today is July 29th.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So what we gonna do, like we always do, we're gonna do on this day. I got 3 things.
Come on.
It's not all that. It's just 3 things. I wanted to make sure I had something. Now, July 29th, 1948, the 14th Olympic Games started. Now, the significance of this is they hadn't had the Olympics in 12 years because of World War II before this. Mm-hmm. So this was the first one to get them back into the groove.
World War II.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Now, imagine being an Olympic athlete. You train your whole fucking life to swim or run track or whatever, and then the goddamn war start, and they don't have the Olympics for 12 years.
And then you lose your legs in the war.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't.
Dang.
I was just going to say then the Olympics start back up and you're not as good. Losing your legs is way worse.
You're definitely not going to be there anymore.
I don't know if they had the Paralympics at that time.
Yeah, definitely not.
Probably not.
They probably pick on you then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they got that kind of money to watch from home.
You saw it happen to Lieutenant Dan. That was in after Vietnam. I can only imagine. You ain't seen Forrest Gump either.
Oh, I have. I don't remember it like that. I've seen Forrest Gump like twice.
He's uncultured is all.
That's far. That's aggressive. That's aggressive to say. You ain't seen 3 movies. You an uncultured swine.
Who raised you?
No, the list goes deeper than that. Old stuff.
Hey, there's a plethora. I haven't seen Titanic. I've seen
Titanic.
You seen Titanic? Is it
once?
I ain't seen it.
I was this was years ago. It was a long time ago.
That's a plethora.
Mama was watching you just in the room.
Okay. Watch it. Didn't have nothing to do. Little kid, bored.
Oh.
Didn't have that much to watch.
I did that.
Knew about Titanic. So let's see what's up with this.
I did that with West Side Story when I was a kid. Like, what is this?
I need to see that.
I did the same thing with Big Booty Black Bitches 5.
Hey. What is this we have here? This is My Baby Got Back 31. 30.
I haven't seen the other ones.
There's 30? There was 30 more before this?
I haven't seen the other ones.
Well, I told you not to go in my closet.
Say, look, your closet came to me.
July 29th, 1976, in New York City, David Berkowitz, a.k.a. the Son of Sam, kills one person and seriously wounds another in the first of a series of attacks.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't remember if this was you or not. I remember hearing somebody talk about like different serial killer documentaries and stuff they watched. Was that you?
I do enjoy a good serial killer.
Okay. I just wanted to ask, like, have you ever heard of this dude?
I heard of Son of Sam before. Okay. I heard. I was about to say, it ain't many serial killers you can bring up that I haven't heard of, to be honest with you. Which is weird. I have
Really?
an odd obsession.
It's weird that you bragged about it.
I'm not bragging. I just, if it's on, I'm like, oh, it's a sick fuck. Let me watch it.
Do you have a thing for that too?
Not really. It was I know like the top.
I mean, it's a very wide thing. A lot of people
ones,
do it. I just don't know what to call it.
I got into a situation where I was working over the summer at a theater company in like central New York, and like the place they had us staying in, it was like Cortland, New York, and apparently a couple of years prior to that, they had like a serial killer that was just on the loose, that was just out there just murdering people. And they had like a documentary about it and everything. We're like, why are we?
Why are we here?
Why didn't you tell us this now?
Because you wouldn't have came if I would have told you before.
You hit, ain't you?
Yeah, it's too late now. It's too late.
Now I told you. Now you informed.
Be on the look.
Yeah, if anything happens, you know what to do. I do not know what to do.
And then last on this day, July 29th, 2019, recent, there was a prison riot in Brazil between rival drug gangs called the Altamira Prison Riot, which left 62 people dead.
62?
62.
They had some niggas getting sliced up in there, Roy.
Yeah.
Shank.
A couple people a day. They said, I'm about to hit parole. I'm done. I'm not trying to get. I don't care if Mexicans got on boots. I'm just doing my time.
A lot of people went from bunkmates to, hey, this cell's pretty big.
Man, what happened? What happened to the roommate?
Oh, I got a lot of room now.
2 beds? Okay.
Oh man, hey, I'm sorry, I overslept. What happened?
Maybe, well, you missed it.
Say, well, we're about to get a whole lot more food at lunch now. Seconds.
Man, I'm so hungry I could kill a man. You know.
Oh well, you just missed it.
Oh my gosh.
And then birthdays. I only got 2.
Yeah.
July 29th, 1962. Scott Steiner.
Hey,
Okay.
Big Papa Pump.
Yes, sir.
Ugh, somebody's talking about him today.
Really?
Yes, dude.
The founder of Steiner Math, before I forget.
Steiner man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? I'll show you.
I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
So,
And then,
This dude that I work with though, he's not a current wrestling fan. He said he don't watch none of the new stuff. He's like Attitude Era and stuff and back. Fuck with it.
okay.
He said he would watch his listens to Jim Cornette's podcast. He was like, you should listen to it. I think you would like it. I didn't even know Jim Cornette had a podcast until he told me that. But you don't like Jim Cornette?
I don't have a problem with him. It's just I don't know if you like his podcast.
Oh, thank you.
And then last, but definitely least, 1993 got Dak Prescott,
Hey.
quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, man. You know that man from Salford, man. Get that man to do it.
Dak
He's
Prescott
from
is
Salford, but he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, which
Shout
makes
out to
him an op.
Shout out to
You mean
the
Cowgirls?
boys fans.
Yeah, my bad.
I mean, I would say this. I don't really like the Cowgirls that much, but I respect Dak. I respect what he's gone through, and I respect anybody that can still be that caliber of quarterback after what he's gone through. So he keeps me of like, I respect the Cowboys. I don't wish their success. I hope they lose a lot. Unless they play in the Bucks, then like I hope they beat the Bucks.
I hope they tie. No one wins.
No one gets it done.
Yeah, I don't care about the Cowboys. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't respect the Cowboys. I don't want to skate with the Cowboys.
That's why we
Kick it
don't.
with
That's
you.
why we
Kick it
don't
with you.
claim Shreveport, because Shreveport,
They love that.
bunch of Cowboy fans.
Lake Charles is too, though.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A bunch of Cowboys
His dad,
fans.
my mom.
About a lot of people. Pretty much, if you over 35, you from Lake Charles, you're most likely a Cowboys fan.
Oh yeah, because they had the Aints. Like that's when they had the Aints. So like it's easy.
I mean, they had other teams. They had the Giants, the Chiefs, the Jets, the 49ers.
Still wouldn't like them either way.
I'm just saying, you could have picked somebody else besides the Dallas Cowboys.
What's so bad about the Cowboys?
What's so good about them?
They keep claiming they're America's team, but they're not America's team.
Oh, well.
Fuck them.
Who's America's team, man?
America's team? Not the Cowboys.
That's for damn sure. First and foremost.
I'm very much like an uncle, where it's like I don't have an answer, but it's like not the
know who it
Cowboys.
ain't.
I know who it ain't. Ain't the
tell you
Cowboys. I tell you, it's not the Cowboys. It's like, well, who's it? Damn sure ain't the Cowboys.
Any shout outs?
Hi, Mom. Hey, Dad. Shout out my parents. Shout out Omar and Terrence. Shout out North Shore Comedy. Shout out Joseph Flow Podcast.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Never got no shout out.
Shout out to you guys watching. It's dope. Shout out to y'all.
Wow.
You know,
Skipped a step there, but we like that. We always shout out the guests, shout them out last. But I love your enthusiasm because they deserve multiple shout outs. Shout out to you folks.
What's the reverse from a shout out? Downvote to that. Don't speak up to that Big Al.
Come on,
Who's
man.
Big Al?
There you go.
Who's Big Al is that?
I think you can guess who it is.
My Big Al.
Is your Big Al? You an Alabama guy?
I am an Alabama guy.
In Louisiana?
He's dropped on his
My
head.
dad is from Alabama.
Terrence the same way. His dad's an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
Shout out to Big Al and all the Nick Saban.
Dang, y'all would really have a good. Y'all would be successful if it wasn't for us. Because we gave y'all Nick.
Y'all could have had him back. But what y'all do? And you know, y'all always want to bring that up. Say you got him for nothing. Say, well, y'all could have had him. But y'all turn. Shout out Jawan Ford. I ain't gonna get into that. Shout out Jawan Ford. Shout out Jay Trill. Shout out Indigo Sun. Shout out Set. Y'all go. Listen to all those people's music. I'm sorry. Shout out Imani Nari. Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to what's her name? Not her name. I mean, yeah. What's her stage name? Can I think of her stage name right now? Let's shout out to Savvy. Shout out to Mia Lou. Shout out to Jeremiah for being here. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Shout out to that yellow man on the other side.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. It's all disrespect for him.
I didn't take this disrespect.
He likes being yellow.
You see,
You gotta be comfortable in your own skin.
I'm the Drake of stand-up comedy. Where I have to.
I've never seen light skinned people yellow. I just saw those light skinned.
It's the same thing.
It's like a Simpsons character.
That's
I'm on fire. All right, and then shout out Blair the Trainer. You know, shout out to the Joce All Stars, man. Y'all know who y'all are. It's a lot of y'all, but shout out.
Man. Shout out. All right. Who did he say? Shout out. My name Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Alana J.
Yeah. Shout out
He
Big
shouted
Loco.
out. Shout out Big Loco. Shout out Big C.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Pastor Petty.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Jess Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Mike Honore.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
JP Leonard. Shout out.
Shout out JP. I guess shout out Mark Norman. I got the shirt on. You can't see it.
Shout out. Comedy.
Kind of hard to see.
You can hold it up.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna leave it at that. Shout out to y'all for watching, like always.
Appreciate y'all.
Hope to catch y'all on the next one. Hope y'all enjoyed this one, like we enjoyed it.
Where your mom's at, nigga? Tell her come watch this, nigga. Where your mom's at? Where your dad? Tell them come watch.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hey, turn up. Burn
We'll
up.
catch you on the next one.
Later. Hold it down. Make sure they ain't messing around.